Hey y'all, Phyllis here, southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to make some corned beef, and I'm going to do that in my Instant Pot. Now I've already got the Instant Pot on saute. I went ahead and put 2 cups of water in there, got it heating up. And this is a flat cut corned beef brisket. And what I'm going to do is cook it, and then we're going to be making some sandwiches. And I'm just really going to make 2 sandwiches for our meal today, and then I'm going to freeze the balance of it. And I'm hoping to get 6 full sandwiches out of it. So in order that it's not quite so salty, I have soaked it for really about an hour and a half in just some regular tap water. I'm going to put it in the Instant Pot. I'm going to have that fat side, which is right there. I'm going to have that side up. Just put it in, and I've got my little trivet in there for the grate to keep it up. And I'm going to have 6 sliced garlic cloves on it. And this is the little packet that came with it. So that's the little seasoning packet, and what I do is take that little packet, let me move y'all closer here, and I just take the back of a spoon and just crack it all up so those spices are kind of mashed up a little bit anyway, help the flavor along. So we're going to use the packet right on top. Cut that out. Let me move y'all to the other side. Hold on so you can see inside the pot. Hold on. Okay, I think y'all can see a little better this way. So I'm just going to sprinkle that little packet right on the top of the little brisket there. Get all that out. This little packet now comes right with the corned beef brisket, and I'm going to lay the garlic on there, and these are 6 garlic cloves, and I sliced them in half. Yeah, we like a lot of garlic. Alright, now we're ready to put the lid on. So I've had it on saute because I wanted the pot to go ahead and heat up. So we're going to take it off that and just hit the cancel button, and I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. I have trouble with this lid every time. There. Alright, so now it's sealed, and I've got my pressure on turned towards the back. Let me move it up there. Alright, so all I'm going to do now is hit meat/stew, and that's for 35 minutes, so I want it to be higher than that, so I'm going to go all the way up to 50. There, 50 minutes, and I'm on high pressure. Alright, this thing's going to seal up at the top right there, and then of course it's already showing me it's on now, and then after 50 minutes I'm going to let it come back down the pressure on its own. So that little button right there will come up, and when it does, it will start timing the 50 minutes. So I hit meat and stew, it came up to 35 minutes. I wanted it 50, so I just hit the up button, and then it went on to high pressure. So it'll be sealed up in 50 minutes, and plus about maybe 10 more minutes or so to let this little pressure seal go down on its own. This should be ready. Now this was a 3-pound flat cut brisket, corned beef brisket. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, it's been about an hour and 10 minutes. I let my pressure go down on its own just naturally. And so now I'm going to scrape off all that seasoning stuff. Let it just go down in the water. Now I know some people, or probably a lot of people, like to cook cabbage in the liquid, and I don't really care for that. I'd rather have my cabbage just cooked, steamed with water, and put a little butter on it. I don't really like that kind of cabbage, but a lot of people do like it. So I'm going to get this out of here now, and I'm going to scrape off a lot more of that fat and go ahead and slice it up. Pick it up for you. I did check it. It seems to be very tender. There's what it looks like. All right, y'all. I'll get this sliced up and we'll be right back. Okay, I got the corned beef all cut up. Now what I'm going to do is to divide this meat into 6 equal sections, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the cheese and let it melt. Now this is Swiss cheese. I only had 4 slices, so I'm just going to use 2 of pepper jack cheese, which will do fine really. And instead of Thousand Island dressing, I'm going to use French dressing just because we like it better. And so the sauerkraut is just regular great value sauerkraut. I think it was 68 cents a little can. I put a little bacon grease in the bottom of this little pan and went ahead and heated it up, and I've been kind of letting some of the moisture come out of it because I don't want the sandwiches soggy. Alright, so I'm going to divide this up, put the cheese on it, and I'm actually going to put it in the oven to melt the cheese on it. But 4 of the little sections of meat I'm going to freeze, and I'm going to go ahead and put the cheese on them before I even freeze them. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, I got the meat divided out, and what I'm going to do, these 2 sections are going to go in the little toaster oven, and I'm going to just put the Swiss cheese right on top, and we're going to melt that Swiss cheese, and these 4 are going in the freezer right on my cutting board because my cutting board is greasy from the corned beef, and that way they'll come right off. So I'll leave them in the freezer for about an hour and go ahead and section them off like they would go on the sandwich. There we go. And I'm not going to melt the cheese because when we warm them up to have them on a sandwich, the cheese will be melted then, and it's perfectly okay to freeze the cheese. Alright, so these 2 have got the pepper jack, and these 2 have got the Swiss. And these 2 are going in the oven to melt that. And what I have is the Jewish rye and pumpernickel bread. It's the swirled kind. There, I don't know if you can see through there. Let me take that out. See, it's the swirl pumpernickel and rye. Alright, and there's enough in here for all 6 sandwiches. So what I'm going to do is take out enough for our meal today, and I'll freeze the rest of the bread. Alright, y'all, I'm going to put all this together, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we are ready to put these sandwiches together now. And what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the French style dressing on them. Now normally I think most people put Thousand Island dressing, but we do very much like this dressing. And the bread was very fresh, and I had trouble actually getting the slices apart. It was so fresh. Just spread that out. There we go. And so now, I just put the corned beef and melted Swiss cheese right on there. Like that. And then we're going to pile some of the sauerkraut. I don't know what I called this a while ago. Did I say sauerkraut? I don't know. Anyway, what I did was cook the sauerkraut in a little bit of bacon grease, maybe about 2 teaspoons. Let it boil for a little while, and then I drained it because I don't want it to make the sandwich all soggy. So I put a big helping of the sauerkraut. I think I called it coleslaw. I don't know. I'm old. Y'all have to make allowances, okay? All right. All right, so we used almost all of that. Have a little bit left. All right. There it is. All right, let me get this all together. We got potato chips we're going to have and pickle, and I got to fix the tea, so we'll be right back. Okay, I got the Reuben sandwiches all put together, and we are ready to eat. There's what they look like. And we're having, of course, potato chips and a baby dill pickle with that, and our iced tea. And there it is close up. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot more meat in there than it looks like because it kind of squished the sauerkraut down when I tried to cut it. But anyway, this is one of our favorite sandwiches, and we will see y'all next time. Now down below, hold on, let me turn this around. Hold on. Okay, I wanted to share this with you. I went ahead and figured out what my cost was. Now this brisket, corned beef brisket, made enough meat sliced relatively thin for 6 sandwiches. Now a sandwich just like this at Arby's is going to cost you $4.99, and I can have 6 sandwiches out of the brisket I bought, and including the bread I bought and the kraut and the Swiss cheese for $2.99. Now that's not much of a savings when you think about it if you don't have time to fix something like this. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, and also it freezes very, very well. Like I've got it in the freezer now with just on my cutting board, and went ahead and just put the cheese on top of it. So once it gets frozen, which will probably take about an hour, I'll just scoop it off there and put it in a little quart Ziploc bag, 2 of them per bag. I've also frozen the bread. Now the bread was extremely fresh, and so the bread will be there too. So we will definitely get 6 meals, or really 6 servings out of the brisket. And plus I think I probably have more meat in mine than Arby's did. Plus because I soaked the corned beef before I cooked it, it's not nearly as salty. And the other difference was we like the French dressing rather than the Thousand Island. Both of them are good, but we just like the French better. Anyway, so we will see y'all next time. I hope y'all will try this, and try freezing. I mean, if it's just the 2 of you, go ahead and try freezing the brisket with, just go ahead and put the cheese right on, not melted on top of it, just lay it on there so that when you get ready to have it, all you've got to do is just take it out of a little Ziploc bag, put it on a little sheet, baking sheet of some kind, plop it in the oven for just maybe 5 minutes. It'll be thawed out. The cheese will be melted, and you just open you some sauerkraut, and you're ready to go. All right, we will see y'all next time. Bye for now.